Welcome back
to row 50.
Is it row 50?
It is officially row 50.
Officially
the
row
big
50.
50.
Mm-hmm. You don't look a day over 30.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're the Naughty Nitwits.
Yes.
This is Leslie.
And this is Michelle.
And back alley medicator if we want to throw down our roller derby names.
That's true. And mine is Hermione Slayer. Yes. Okay. We're going to stick with those?
Yeah, I like them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And
sure, why not?
Right. Because any time now we could hop on the skating rink.
That's true.
And just start doing some bouts. See, I retained some of the...
I did. You did. I'm proud of you.
Not only that, but I bought tickets to...
I saw or heard.
Really?
Did you say that on Instagram or something?
I don't think I did.
I think you said something about
I probably
buying
did
tickets.
say something.
Yes.
But I'm going in August.
Are you?
Yes, and
Am
if you want to go, you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Because you're not going to go by yourself.
No, my husband actually wants to go.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then maybe I won't go.
No, you could
be a
come
date.
And whatever. I mean, Bob could go. It could be a double date.
That's true. That'd be fun.
Yes. And then whoever else.
Are we okay with our guys seeing cute girls, though, in tight shorts?
Whatever.
Okay.
I don't care.
All right.
I gave up.
I guess we'll just have to wear our tight shorts.
Right. My shorts already are tight, and it's not a good thing.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I guess we shouldn't try to compete. I just spit.
Did you? Did you spit on me?
I don't know. I just spit forward.
It's fine. You can spit on me.
But welcome back, new and returning viewers. If it's your first time checking us out, thank you for visiting with us.
Yeah, thanks. Mm-hmm. And for those of you guys that are
old-timers,
this isn't your first rodeo.
Thanks
for joining
back.
us. Yes. We look forward to our time with you.
We do. It's always fun. Always an adventure.
So, Leslie.
Yes?
Can I talk to you about underwear?
Oh, boy. Sure, I guess. Do I have to divulge anything about my underwear?
Okay, so for those of you that watch, or don't watch, listen to My Favorite Murder.
Okay.
Which, if you can see, I have my Stay Sexy, Don't Get Murdered shirt on. And I just have to say it at some point. Not now, because it's like it would be too obvious. But have you listened to that at all yet?
I tried, and I don't know if I'm listening to the right thing. I don't get it. I don't get what... I mean, I listened to maybe the first 5 minutes, and I was like, what is this?
Well, you have to go more than 5 minutes.
I know, I'm sure I do.
Just think if someone only listened to 5 minutes of us.
That's true.
Right? You gotta give a little more of a chance.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you'll have to see if I'm listening to the right thing.
I will.
Because I was like, is this what it is? What is this?
Okay.
I don't know. I wasn't fully sure.
Gotcha.
So,
we'll check into that.
Yes.
But anyhow, one of their ads that they do is for underwear.
Okay.
And they do other ads, right? Like sponsors.
Okay.
And some of the other audio podcasts that I listen to.
Yes.
And I think you
have
also
sponsors.
We've talked about that.
Okay.
And that's how they pay for things,
right.
Right. So Leslie and I have talked about different aspects of all of this.
Yeah.
And so you can either listen to us talk about underwear
for
some underwear company. Actually, nobody's offered, I have to admit. Nobody has come to me and said,
nobody's approached
will you talk about underwear on your podcast and we will pay you money?
Nice.
That hasn't happened yet. Okay. I'm still holding out.
Okay.
But in the meantime, this is our tip jar.
Nice.
Yeah, right?
Nice.
But it's not going to show.
Very fancy.
I know. Look at that. I colored it and I outlined it. Okay,
that's amazing artwork.
Let's just look at the artwork for a moment.
It's very fancy.
Because I'm going to put it aside because it's not going to be tall enough.
Okay.
And one of us would knock it over and we'd have broken glass.
That's true. Okay.
So we are not going to ask you for money every week or every 2 weeks.
Right.
We feel very uncomfortable with it at all.
Right.
There are costs associated with shipping prizes.
Right.
And we don't want to say, hey, you won a prize, now give us money for shipping.
Right.
And we don't want to be like, oh, you people that send us money, you're special, so you get to be the special naughty Nitwits. Because some of those places have those kind of things. We don't want to do that because we don't want to make anyone feel anything except happiness and joy.
Right.
We're not asking you to pay for us, is what I'm saying.
Right.
But if you want to throw a tip our way, just for shipping costs and associated expenses, this is not to fund our community service.
Oh, I wish, but no.
If there was an outpouring of, you might not see us for a while till the pot ran dry.
take the money and run.
Where could we go?
I don't know.
Where would we want to go? We would want to be here with you guys.
Well, or go visit you guys out there.
Right.
That would be fun. That would be awesome. I would do that.
Send us all your money. Well, I don't even know if I could do it like the televangelists used to do it, you know.
Either. Yeah.
I don't think I could get it going on. But
I'm bad at that kind of thing. I hate asking people for money.
I totally hate it. So we're not really asking you for money.
We're not.
We're just saying that there's going to be a link that is available in the show notes on the YouTube and the Ravelry. If you want to follow it to PayPal and send us a couple dollars, awesome. If you don't, we still love you.
Even 50 cents. Who cares?
No, you wouldn't. The fees.
Oh, the fees are okay.
Yeah, there's
never
fees
mind.
involved. Don't send 50 cents.
Okay.
It wouldn't be worth your 50 cents.
Okay. I have no idea.
I know you don't. But this is it. This is our time to talk about it.
Yes.
If we get money, we won't talk about it again for a year. And then, I mean, whatever. We're not going to... the other side to it is, you know, I know a lot of people do those YouTube ads.
Right, at the beginning of it.
And I don't really know how that works. I don't know how that works at all. And I could look into it. But we wanted to remain ad-free.
Yeah.
We never really wanted to ask for money, but, you know, we mail stuff out. And
well, especially if it's out of the country or if it's, you know.
Yeah.
Or it would enable us to send out more prizes.
Yeah.
If
or I mean, really, because every month we try to send out prizes.
Totally.
It's not a lot of $3, $4 on one,
right.
3 or 4 or 5 here. It's not a ton, but it adds
up.
And it doesn't go unnoticed when I have packages stacked up to take to the mail.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the other thing too, and then we'll move on, is that a lot of podcasters have businesses.
Right.
And they can write all that stuff off on taxes.
We don't do anything.
We don't do anything. So
we don't sell
there's
anything.
no way we can write this off in any way.
Yeah,
so so that's it. If you want to do it, great. If not, we won't hold it against you.
Nope. Nope.
You might see a resting bitch face as we're, you know, like, talking, you know, because we're
You'll
not
still be our favorites, so, you know, we don't care. I mean, we do care, but we don't care.
We don't.
You know,
we care what you think.
Yeah.
And so when my husband saw the tip jar, and he's like, "What's that for?" So I told him, and he's like, "Oh no, don't ask for that. Just turns me off when people do that."
Oh.
I'm like, well, hopefully our viewers know that we're not those people.
No.
You know,
no,
and
right.
So if you're one that gets turned off by people asking for money, sorry.
Please stay with us.
Yeah, stay with us.
We probably won't ask again.
Just ignore us. I mean, you don't have to do it.
Skip ahead.
Or we can talk, you know, maybe send some underwear distributor my way, and we could do the commercial for the underwear.
We could. How would we do that? We don't have to model it, do we?
Oh, hells no.
Okay.
No company would want us doing that. It's just not even.
We would lose viewers.
We would. And there'd probably
would be jumping ship.
We would be like banned from using any social media.
We'd be banned from YouTube.
We would totally be banned from YouTube. There'd be all sorts of things going on.
Oh my gosh!
That, so.
Yeah, nobody would want us to advertise underwear.
No. And then his parting words were, "Be nice if you're going to ask for money."
Yes.
He told me to be nice if I'm going to ask for money.
Oh, you're being nice. You're always nice.
Right?
Yeah.
I know. What's he talking about?
I don't know.
I don't know. So anyway, sorry if we've offended you.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's not the first time.
Yeah. It won't be the last.
It won't be the last. Subject matter might be different, but anyway, so yeah, just know that that's outside of our comfort zone.
Yes.
It's over.
Don't like talking about money.
It's over now.
Just like we don't like talking to our husbands about money or how much we spend.
Oh, no. Yeah. Shut
Moving on.
Moving on. Yeah. So, okay, something else. Oh, do you have something to say?
No, go for it. I mean, whatever. I do, but
you do, yes.
You just go
I know,
ahead.
but do you want to turn speaking? Because I don't want to be the one
I have
that,
been
like...
speaking. I've been interjecting.
Okay,
I feel it's fair.
I know, but I don't want to be the hoarder of the show.
You're not the hoarder of the show.
I don't want to be the one that never shuts up.
No, you don't. You're not.
Because
I would interject if I had something. Quietly. I know you could.
Okay.
You totally could.
Okay.
But no, I have nothing pressing that needs to be said.
Well, I do.
So go ahead.
Because I want you guys to all do this.
Uh-oh.
No, I had an idea.
Okay.
As I do sometimes. No, we've talked about it before.
We have? Okay.
Wouldn't it be awesome if Etsy put some software in there so that our favorite shops were alphabetized?
Oh, that would be nice.
Wouldn't that be nice?
That would be very nice.
Yeah, really nice. Because
really nice.
Let's face it, things should be alphabetized. I don't know why things wouldn't be in alphabetical order. Mm-hmm. I mean, I get that your favorite items can't be, but your shops should be.
Totally.
So I emailed them an idea, and they emailed back and said, you know, their typical thanks for your input and stuff. But what they said was, we hold these ideas, and if we see trends, then we look into moving forward with them.
Okay.
So I want to see a trend of people emailing them. So I have a link to email them.
That's
and just say, let's alphabetize our favorite Etsy shops.
That would be nice.
So jump on board with that, you guys.
Although, do you think it would be hard for people that, let's say, they started their business a long time ago and they're X something?
Who cares?
Then they're going to be very last.
So what?
But I guess if they're your favorite, you'd still know what they're called.
If you know what part of the alphabet to go to.
True.
Like, do you have a hard time finding me just because I'm V?
No,
I'm near the end of the alphabet.
That's true. That's true. I guess if it was your favorite shop,
if it's a favorite shop, and you just know where to go. Like, the way they are now, it's like how long you've had them in your favorites. And so, sometimes I unheart shops. Okay. Like if I'm no longer in the market for project bags and I want to stop looking at them because I need to stop being tempted.
Right.
I will unfollow or unfavorite some of my favorite bag makers, not because I don't love them anymore, but because I have no self-control.
The temptation.
Yeah.
Right.
And
exactly.
Then I end up favoriting them again.
Yeah.
And so then they're in a totally different spot.
Okay.
In my I need the alphabet.
You do.
That's why we have the alphabet. That is the reason.
The whole reason.
It's mainly the reason. I mean, I alphabetized my yarn.
Are you serious? Wow. Okay.
Okay, so
overachiever.
No, I wanted it all in my Ravelry database.
Yeah.
And so I got that done.
Yes.
And I have some tips for that.
Okay.
You are hopeless.
I am hopeless.
Because you just don't do
But I don't. It's funny because I was thinking about that the other day and I was like, I use my Instagram like my Ravelry. I talk about my project. I talk about the yarn I used.
I know, but what about your yarn stash?
I don't have a humongous yarn stash.
Then now's the time to get it on there.
I know.
Yes.
Because I feel like, to me, I know what I have. It's all right there.
No, you don't. And you know what?
I have like a
what if your place burned?
Of what your yarn is.
What if your place burned?
I don't know. Then it wouldn't matter. My yarn would be burned.
You would have insurance. You would have.
I would?
Yeah, because you have homeowners insurance. Yeah. And so here's this stuff that you could say, look, I just lost, $8,000 in yarn.
Wow.
Or whatever. I mean, I'm not saying that's what I have. All that just to alphabetize the Etsy shops. That's all I'm saying.
I know. It makes sense.
I have
total sense.
Okay.
I get you.
So that was my exciting, let's do it kind of thing.
That's very exciting.
Call to action is what that is.
Rise up.
Rise
people.
up. Resist.
Let your voice be heard.
Resist unalphabetized favorite shops.
Yeah.
Come on. Take the ABC pledge.
Gee.
Go Dewey Decimal.
That's not even in existence anymore.
I know. That's what I'm saying. They're trying to take away our alphabet one little thing at a time.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you have? I'm going to stop for a minute.
I don't have much. I just have our knit along I was going to talk about.
Our knit along or the one that we're going to start?
The knit along with Christy.
Okay, talk about that.
Creations.
Yeah.
So Christy came out with her first pattern ever called
Christy.
Moving to the Country Shawl. And she's Christy
gosh.
from Yarn Cafe Creations, in case you've
Moving to the country. She's been talking to my husband.
She moved to the country.
Oh.
Did you not know that? She moved to the country.
Well,
and it sounds like heaven on earth because it sounds beautiful. Sounds really pretty.
That's just been one of the crises in my life lately. Has been the move.
But we've solved that crisis. When you move,
my husband and I
will have a tiny house on your property, and all will be right with the world. So we'll be okay.
Just to keep the podcast
going. Just to keep our friendship going too.
Yes. Oh yeah, the friendship.
The friendship is the most important thing.
Absolutely.
So Christy asked us if we would mind what is it called? Co-hosting a knit along starting August 1st of her shawl.
Okay.
The Moving to the Country shawl. And so I talked to Michelle about it and said, yes, we would love to.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. So starting August 1st, we will have a link in our Ravelry or a
thread.
Thank you. In our Ravelry group. And Christy's going to donate a prize to that also. So if you guys know what we think about Yarn Cafe Creations, you know that we're kind of obsessed with it.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
What happened?
My glasses.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys see that? That's like, that's so fun. I look like a freak.
It's trippy.
Do you see? It's like that's fun.
That is fun. Ooh.
Okay.
So I hope you guys will join along with us. I'm still choosing
one skein. It's a one.
I think
skein,
it's two skeins. Two skeins. The first skein, I can't remember the amounts. The first skein you need most of it, and then the second skein a portion of it.
Okay.
But I can't remember how much.
I do have the pattern.
Oh, boy.
Whoa, was that you stuff
yes,
or Nina?
I think my stuff.
Or is Nina still here?
She's right there.
Did she knock your stuff over?
No, she's sitting down nicely.
Okay.
So be picking out your yarn now and get the pattern, buy the pattern. But that'll be fun. So thank you, Christy, for asking
that will be
us.
fun.
And I'm excited. So I still got to pick up my yarn and figure that out.
Picking out yarn for a project is so fun.
It is fun.
That's the best part.
It is the best part. It's the fun part.
It
the
is
planning
the fun part.
Yes.
I agree. Yeah, that's totally the best part.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we shall see.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any other announcements from you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We'll go for
Of course there are. Well, what have you been binging on lately? Not food-wise.
Show-wise?
Well, a show, a TV show, a podcast, an audio podcast, a book, anything. Other than food, what have you been binging on?
Well, I did start a book, but I can't remember which book it's called because I literally just started it.
Okay. Do you remember
what
it's about?
Lost Girls or something like that. Oh, my friend just gave me the book the other day and I just started.
Do you remember what it's about?
Well, it's about some girls that are
lost,
missing. Yeah, lost.
Hence the
found
Lost
murdered.
Girls.
So it's really good.
Okay.
But I can't remember the name of it because I didn't know you were going to ask me.
I know.
Otherwise I would have written it down.
Okay, well you can let us know.
My husband and I finished Rain and we were severely disappointed in the last episode.
Was it the series finale?
Yes.
Or just the season finale?
Complete series finale. Was very disappointing.
Okay.
So, like Mary gets her head chopped off.
But that's historical.
It is, but they don't tie in any of the other ends. They don't tell you what happened to so-and-so and so-and-so. Did this person end up happy and married and have children, or did this you don't know. And so it just...
Or is it historical?
It's loosely based on historical fact, but very
I think
loosely.
I had started that one, and then at least like season 2, it got to like high school.
Oh, it is.
Drama
It's definitely soap opera-y, but my husband and I liked it.
No, that's totally fine. You like that era?
Yeah,
and stuff,
we
cool.
liked it. So now we're not, and Bates Motel. We still need to watch that last season, but I can't find it. It needs to show up on Netflix before I can watch it.
Yeah.
So now we have nothing.
I know. I hate that. I hate
that in between feeling.
I do too.
So what about you? I'm sure you want to talk about it.
I do have to want to say a few things about this. Yes. Well, of course, still my favorite murder is my audio one. Another one for you murderinos out there, if you like true crime all the time. I just started one, something about a garage, true crime garage or something.
So but then crimes that happen in a garage?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
The Generation Y podcast and one that isn't about murder, History Unplugged. I like that one. And it's just,
Have you been listening or watching any knitting podcasts lately?
No. Sorry. Well, yes, I have. Yes, I have.
Okay.
And I was getting to that actually.
Okay.
Because... Okay, so now back to the more knitting-related podcast. Yes. Knitting-related. Do you see where I'm going with this?
Yes, I think so. Yes,
I
don't know.
Of course you do.
I try to follow your thoughts. Sometimes it works.
You do better than a lot of people.
Okay, that's good.
So our friends Darlene and Carrie. So Darlene from Bags by Awesome Granny, and Carrie, her friend who...
Knitfomaniac,
yep. They
started a podcast.
Yes.
Have their first one out.
Yep.
Yes, so we're very happy for them. And
it's called Knitters Gotta Knit.
Which is true.
It is true. Very true. Yeah. And I will add a link in our show notes.
So check them out.
Check it out.
Yes.
It's always fun to see people that you know.
Totally. It's fun. It's fun to actually put a face with,
It is.
Like we've always known Bags by Awesome Granny, but until we actually met Darlene, it's like, I don't know, you don't feel like you really know them.
Right.
So it's neat.
It's nice.
And now to get to see her face every couple weeks or whatever, that'll be fun.
So
congratulations, you guys. Yeah, so check their podcast out. Yes.
Okay. What now?
I don't know.
Okay.
So much
I
stuff.
know, it's just so exciting.
So I've binge watched. It's so funny because I watch probably too many podcasts.
You are the podcast queen.
I am, and then I get through them, and then I'm like chomping at the bit for the next one to come out because I'm like, come on, people, like I need more to watch, and so I'm constantly like, it's bad.
Well, when we move out to the country, and I'm not working.
That's true.
That's when I will start, because I'll be home more.
Yes, that's true.
I'll be home a lot, actually.
You will have nowhere to go.
I'll have nowhere to go. So, so I'll just watch knitting podcasts.
That's true. Well, my husband, it was funny because he just changed our phone plan to unlimited data because he kept getting on my one teenage daughter because she kept like pushing the limit and almost going over. So
you're still with Verizon?
We are. We're with Verizon. So we just had to pay a little extra to have unlimited data because she kept almost going over.
Oh, we get the notice every month now.
And so he was like, I'm just tired of dealing with it. He said, let's just up it.
Yeah.
So it's nice because now I can watch podcasts even on the road. If I'm going somewhere, I can watch podcasts.
Like,
I can do whatever.
Not when you're
driving. Not when I'm driving.
Okay.
But if I'm the passenger, you know. So Bob and I have been taking different day trips this last week, and so it was just nice because I could watch.
So you can watch a podcast while he's driving you somewhere? Mm-hmm. Doesn't he feel left out?
No, I mean, some of them he enjoys.
Oh,
you know, and he listens in. And
stuff,
that's
funny.
So, yeah. So it's kind of nice because now I don't have to feel guilty or like, oh man, I'm using too much data. So, but it's bad because now I can listen to or watch podcasts all the time.
All the podcasts all the time.
It is. I watch them when I'm getting ready in the morning. I watch them when I'm just sitting on my butt knitting. I watch them.
Do you watch them when you're going to the
breakfast? Sometimes, yes. I have to admit.
You're all in.
I am all in. I won't tell you which podcast I watch when I'm going to the bathroom. Well, it could be any of them, but yeah, I do that.
I'm sure you're probably not the only one.
I'm sure. I hope I'm not. Yeah. I don't want to feel alone.
Or really weird.
Yeah. Exactly.
Nobody's pointing the finger.
Okay, that's good.
Or any finger, not just the finger. Alrighty. Okay, well, we have a new giveaway that we could talk about.
Okay.
In fact, you haven't even seen this yet.
Oh, boy. No, I'm excited.
No, Heather from So Happy Jane. Shoot, here's the paper. So Happy Jane.
Nice.
Okay, she has a website where she sells her yarn. So Happy Jane... it's the big cartel thing, so it's not on Etsy. I'll put a link. But anyway, she sent 2 sets of minis.
Nice.
One for you and one for me.
Wow, nice.
And then she is going to gift a skein of yarn to the winner.
Nice. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
So sweet. So we're going to fight over them, or what are we
No, I'll let you have your pick.
Well, you can have a pick.
Oh, sorry, that probably just sounded awful.
You like pink.
I do, but so do you. And I have a ton of pink.
I do too.
So I honestly don't care.
Okay.
Now, if you just want to
fight about it later.
Yeah, we can just put them behind our back, and you can pick. I don't care.
Whatever. Well, thank you for donating that. That was very sweet.
Yeah.
But yes, you would.
Oh, it took a few days.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, because I was uploading onto Ravelry too.
Oh, right.
And I already had some of it in, so I had to separate what it was in, what wasn't, and then. But now I have this system down. When I buy a skein of yarn,
you put it right in.
I do before I even get it.
Oh, nice.
Because I'll just go on my laptop, and then wherever I'm buying it from, whether it's Etsy or whatever, I just tap on the picture and download their picture.
Okay.
And then I go right in and upload it, and then
nice.
See, you got to stay on top of this. That's what I'm saying.
Just when I do have time. That's not what I want to do.
I know, but if you got it done,
I know, and
then you just added it as you got it,
and
yours wouldn't take too long.
It wouldn't.
Yeah. So anyway,
I know I have thought about that lately, just about like trying to have project pages. But again, I look at Instagram as my project page because like I went through the other day and I was like, how many projects have I done since January? And I went through my Instagram and I could count all the different projects I've done. So I mean, that's kind of my Ravelry, but yeah.
Hey, I'm not gonna try to make you do anything here.
I know. I'm sure there is some benefits to that.
There are.
Yes.
There are. No, I thought about that too when I was undertaking the process of updating my stash. I thought there are so many other things I would rather be doing right now.
Yeah.
But I do like having it there because, for one thing, when you do overindulge, like I kind of do,
yes,
it's nice to go to your stash page and see what you have.
Yeah.
And I can kind of look at that and feel like, oh, I'd like that yarn. Oh, I have it. You know. So, but the other thing is, so one of the things that I purchased this last 2-week period, actually 4, but it all started because we should probably finish this. Okay. So Happy Jane. We're going to open a thread.
Yes.
You can go to her shop, and I would say also go visit her Instagram page. So we'll put a link to, just to see what some of your favorites are, because that's how you will enter the giveaway.
Okay.
When I looked at her shop last, it had some, but not like a ton.
Okay.
And so to gain more of a feel for what her style of dyeing is, I would say go to her Instagram as well.
Good to know. Good to know. Thank you. That's so sweet. So sweet.
Okay, so what was the other thing we were just talking about? Something. that I was going to talk about, and then I said we should talk about this first?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't remember.
It'll come back to us.
Yes, hopefully.
I know what it was.
Okay, yes.
Okay, Ravelry Stash.
Yes.
And, okay, remember Cat's Kettle Petit Fours?
Yes.
Colorway that I loved?
Yes.
And Cat's Kettle, as we all know, doesn't dye yarn anymore right now. But I can't get over that color.
I know.
Like, I really liked it. So I thought, I'm gonna look at the Ravelry Stash and see if anyone has any for sale.
Oh, yeah, good idea.
But nobody did. But people had it in their stash.
Okay.
So I decided to go ahead and contact those people anyway.
Interesting.
To see if they'd sell it.
Yes,
you know.
Yes.
So, and a couple of people did.
Nice.
Yeah, so I got 2.
Nice.
I was kind of hoping for more.
Why?
To make something
big. Something big with
I don't know.
Okay,
I just love it.
Yeah, yeah.
But 2 is good because
awesome.
I can do something
Yeah,
with it.
totally, totally. Oh, that's cool. That's a good idea.
It is a good idea. So what I'm saying here is go ahead and stock people's not for sale stash.
Yeah, and bug them.
Yeah. I mean, why not? What are they going to do? Say no, you freak?
That's right. Well, they could.
They could. So, as far as it pertains to me, I have my page in my stash of willing to trade or sell.
Oh, okay.
But you know, it takes it out of your stash. Like you can still access it, but when you're looking at your stash, it's on a whole different page.
Okay.
That kind of bugs me. So
yeah.
What I'm gonna say is, with my stash, all of this stuff, none of this stuff I have saying I would sell or trade.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean that I wouldn't.
Okay.
Because my thought is, if you hit me up at the right day or time, or if I've just bought 5 skeins from someone and I'm feeling guilty,
yep.
I might sell it. So if I have something ever in my stash that you're thinking, oh, I wonder if she'd sell that, ask. It doesn't hurt to ask.
Yeah. Well, Carrie and Darlene on their first podcast were talking about how they shop from each other's stash. And I'm like, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Let's just do that. Although you wouldn't find much in mine.
Not that you'd be willing to get rid of.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not.
Yeah. Another thing they talked about on their podcast that I thought was interesting and I hadn't heard of was that Tour de Sock.
I haven't heard of that. I don't remember that.
That might not be what it's called.
Okay.
I wrote it down because I wanted to mention it. Yeah, Tour de Sock.
Okay.
And so it's you know the Tour de Fleece thing?
Yes. Okay. Tour de France. But yes, it's the
Tour de
Fleece.
Thing.
Yes. Yes.
No, I know that there's actually a real thing called Tour de France, but we don't care about that.
Yeah.
That's like bicycling or something.
That's true. That's true.
This is like, for a period of time, it's competitive, but not so much, you know? And, I mean, you can be competitive, but you don't have to be. I wouldn't do it to try to keep up with anybody, but you get a certain number of patterns, all for like $9.
Okay.
And
interesting.
You'll have to check it out.
Okay.
I thought about doing it just because I thought maybe for the patterns.
Yeah.
But then, like, I have to say, for my personal sock knitting, I have probably 6 pairs of socks started.
Yeah.
And all the ones except for like maybe 2 are patterns.
Yeah.
And I know that's why they're sitting.
I know. I don't love doing pattern socks. To me, socks are my vanilla.
Yeah.
Mindless knits. Yeah.
And there are some socks that are good for, like the fruit stripe one.
Fruit Loop? Is it Fruit Loop stripe?
I think it's fruit stripe gum or something, but it gives the illusion that you've done something cool, but it's a totally memorizable.
Yeah.
It's so that being one of the exceptions.
Okay.
And that wouldn't that has nothing to do with Tour de Sock, but I think for me, I just want to do vanilla socks for a while now that I'm actually able to knit socks again.
Totally, which is good news.
It is good news,
but knit socks now.
But for those of you that are like really, I mean, some of you are like powerhouse sock knitters. You know who you are.
Yes.
Check out that Tour de Sock thing, and you should look at it just out of interest. You know.
Now that you mentioned, I do remember them saying it. I can't remember if the patterns are free or something.
No, it's $9, but then you get all these different patterns.
You get all the patterns. Okay, that's what.
So really, it would probably make each pattern very inexpensive. I don't remember how many patterns it is that you get. I don't know.
But that is affordable then for sure. Yeah, that's a good deal.
Well, have you finished stuff? Shall we do that?
I finished stuff, yes.
I haven't shown one knit thing yet.
Yes.
Okay.
So I finished my socks.
Like your socks.
Now I literally finished these today. These were supposed to be my June socks, and they did not happen.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. So I'm not a loser.
You're wet. You're going to go on the island of misfit knits.
Yes, exactly. So this is my sock blank that I dyed myself. This is what's left.
Wow. So you have quite a bit left to do something with.
I do. Yeah. And these were, I mean, they're not shorties, but they're not super big or tall socks either. These just toe up my basic, afterthought heel, blah blah blah, same stuff.
Yeah.
Same story.
Same story.
It's glad to be done with them. And I've started my July socks, so I feel like maybe I'm back on track.
Okay, good. Did you enjoy knitting with the sock blank?
I did. I got a little bored after a while with them. I don't know. I feel like my sock mojo went out the window, and so I decided for my July socks to do them on double points because I have not done. I used to always do double points.
Yes.
And so I thought, you know what, I'm going to go back to double points.
Just to change it up
Just
a little.
to change it up. And I've actually been really enjoying it, and so
good.
I think that helped me get my mojo back. Plus the yarn I'm using is gorgeous.
Oh, I can't wait to see.
And I've used it before. So that helped too, I think. This, just after a while, just kind of got boring. I was like, oh, same old. Because, I mean, there's not, it's pretty, but there's just, it's the same,
Okay.
So, anyway, I'm glad they're done, but they're wet. Because I literally finished them before I came here, threw them in the sink, washed them, dried them off as best I could, threw them on here, and said, good, I'm done. Because, I just want to be done with them. So, I'm glad they're done. But they were fine.
I know the feeling.
They're fine.
Because I finally got to finish my April socks.
Oh, my goodness.
So,
cool.
It's not that I'm a super slow knitter.
No.
If you're just joining us, I had crushed my hand back in early April.
Yep.
Probably right when I stopped knitting.
Which kept you from knitting socks. You could knit other things, not as fast as you probably normally would, but you couldn't knit socks.
First couple weeks I really couldn't knit.
Yeah, at all.
And then it improved from there. But yes, I'm so happy to get these dang things done. So mine also are still kind of damp because I washed them this morning.
Awesome.
And this is,
what pattern
you
is
can't
that?
see it from here, but it's called the Parallel Twist.
Okay.
I think that's what it's called. I linked it.
Okay.
And this is Dye for Knitting, is the yarn.
Very cool.
I really do like their yarn. And this is Dark Side of the Moon. And let's see. Yeah, Parallel Twist is the sock pattern. And it was easy, but I'm just kind of done with patterns right now.
How was it knitting with black yarn? I mean,
I think that was a problem too.
Okay, yeah. Because I would think so.
It was nice having the little flecks of color.
Yes.
And I love black, but I think maybe for socks it's just not the smartest.
Yeah.
Because
did it bleed at all when you washed them, or was it okay?
Oh no, that's great.
Oh, good. Good.
And it was. I didn't exactly, I don't think, follow the pattern because I did the toe that I wanted to do. I did the heel that I wanted to do. I did them shorter than the pattern said, and I did the fake welts.
Oh, yeah.
And
very cool.
I did a 2-stitch I-cord bind off.
Oh, nice.
So,
okay, very cool.
Yeah, but it was funny because last night I got really tired and I was binding off, except I screwed it up, being half asleep like you get sometimes. And so then I had to unknit a couple rounds, just 2, and then go for it. So I actually finished. I did the unknitting last night, and then did the bind off this morning because I thought, I'm not going to just keep screwing it up. I screwed up
on one of my heels too. I've been doing the afterthought heel lately all the time, and some reason when I picked up the stitches, I got off the row. Usually you can see straight across, but with these socks, the colors kind of change a lot. And so I couldn't follow the colors. And so when I cut the yarn, and when I started pulling the thread through, I was like, oh my gosh, there's live stitches here. They're not on the needle, they're live. So I must have done too many rows, or I don't even know what I did. So I had to go through with another needle, pick up all those, and then eventually put them back on.
So it was
and it was just funny because I knew it was because I was trying to hurry. I wanted to have these done by today because I was like, I don't want to finish them today and then have to show them 2 weeks from now. I just want to get them done, and
So when you do your afterthought heel, are you doing basically like the one that the curvy wurvy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Somebody told me that they, and I don't remember who, that they do maybe Susan B. Anderson's.
Yeah, that could be.
Because it uses 3 rows.
Oh.
So you have a little more
opening.
Yeah, like a little. It's more forgiving or something.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I don't know. And if you told me that, will you please tell me?
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
And then tell me who it is that whose it is that gives you the more rows, because I almost I couldn't with these. I don't think because. I think it was too. Oh no, it's some other socks I'm knitting. I thought, maybe I should try that again and do that, but I don't remember now.
Yeah,
where that information.
I wonder what the purpose would be, because I'm just thinking like when I open mine, I still knit 5 more rows to give me more of a deeper heel. But I'm just curious if you had more rows in between.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like cutting more, or
no,
I don't know. I have no idea because I've only done the Afterthought twice now, and I hated it both times. So
I'd be interested.
I want to like it.
I know.
I just haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah, I didn't like it on this one. These were like, I definitely think it's nice if you can see straight across. That helps for sure.
Yeah,
but it's fine. Any other finished objects?
I do have my curl cowl that I was working on.
Oh yeah, I saw that on Instagram.
And so I did. I posted on Instagram and it looked cute.
Yes.
It's a pretty basic pattern. I could put it on, but I'm not going to because I have the air going. But I had a picture.
Yep.
It is curl, and it was a super easy knit, which is good, and it is. Sorry, you'd think I could remember. It's not like okay. This is the June Pearl colorway by expressionfiberarts.com. And if you have not looked at their yarn, oh my gosh, it is so pretty. They have some of the prettiest colorways, and then it's super soft.
Yes.
And this was a DK weight. Still is.
Nice. Yeah. It hasn't changed.
Was when I started. I don't know what it is now.
That's really pretty. Yeah. Well, if you would have doubled it, then it would have been more of a worsted.
I don't know.
I know, but I'm just saying it could have changed.
It could have changed. Thank you. That's right. There. All right.
But you didn't, so it's still DK.
No, it's still DK.
Awesome.
Did you have any other?
I just finished my sweater.
Oh, right.
Finished my sweater.
Yes. Can I pet?
Yes, you can pet it. Isn't it soft?
Yeah. I love the sleeves. They're just so delicate looking.
So after last podcast, I had ripped it out because I had told you guys that it felt really holey and stuff. Oh, and people had commented. They said, "Did you wash your swatch?" Which, duh. I usually always wash my swatch, and this is the one time I did not wash my swatch. And people were saying that the yarn might bloom, and
did it?
Yes. I just took their word for it. I didn't do another swatch. I just said, you know what? That's probably right. So for this pattern, it's the Hikari sweater, and that's the picture. It's adorable. You won't see it. You're supposed to start on size 4s and then bump up to a 6. What I did was I did 4s for the neckline and stayed at 4 the whole way through. So I did a lot of changes. I'm going to try to remember all the changes I did. Okay, so I stayed at 4 the whole way through. I did underarm decreases, shaping. I didn't do all of them, but I did most of them. And then I did not do the short rows on one side, which cinches the sweater up, makes one side up more. I thought about doing it, but for one thing, the directions were not clear. In fact, I even asked Michelle about it because I was like, what the heck? Am I reading this wrong? What am I doing wrong? Let me try to see if I can explain what they did. They wanted you... So you would do... Yeah, I don't even know if I can explain this.
It'll be fun watching, though.
Yeah, this will be interesting. So you do your wrap and turn, and then when you're coming back... You do a wrap and turn, so on the purl side. What was my problem?
I don't remember.
Oh my goodness. There was something that was weird about the pattern because then when I went back to pick up that wrap and turn, it was on the wrong side or it wasn't, I don't know, something was not adding up correctly. And then the more I thought about it, I thought, do I want one side of the sweater going up more? I think I'd always be pulling it down or trying to yank on it. So I just thought, you know what? I don't even want to do that. I don't want the cinched up side.
Good for you for being an independent knitter.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I ripped that part out, got it all back on the needles, which was 200 and some stitches or 300. I don't even know how many by that point. So that was crazy. And this is like almost lace weight yarn. So it was like insane. And it's navy blue. So it's trying to find all those stitches. But I just felt like I'm not going to like it. If the wrap and turns are not correct, I'm not going to like it. And 2, I'm not going to like it if I have one side cinched up on the side.
Right.
Good. Yeah. So anyway, this pattern was so quick to knit. It took me I finished it a couple days ago. So I finished it in like a week and not even a half, which is insane because it's a whole sweater. Because I hadn't even started it last time. I'd ripped it out. So I love it.
How many podcasts did you watch while knitting that sweater?
Oh boy, I'm sure a ton.
That's how I want to know now how long it takes.
I should do that. I should keep track of podcasts. But it was just fun to knit, and this is the yarn from China. which I ordered from, I was going to tell you guys, it's a app on your phone called AliExpress.
But you can also go to their website.
You probably could.
I did.
Okay.
Because when you talked about it before,
okay,
I did the app, but then I also had
Is
gone
it the
to
same
website.
price, though?
I don't know.
See, AliExpress in China, it's cheap. Very cheap.
Right.
So I don't know if it's the same price.
No, but AliExpress
is a app.
Yeah, but
on your phone.
AliExpress is also a website. I mean, you can get to it.
Okay, so a website or an app on your phone. Either way.
Yeah.
But it's China. It's from China.
Yeah.
The yarn's from China. So this stuff, let's see, it is Lotus Yarns Mimi Plus, and it's mink, cashmere, wool, and viscose. But it is the softest, and if you want that halo-y look, it has a slight halo, which I absolutely love. I love it.
Did you
love
say?
it, love it.
Okay, it's through AliExpress. Lotus Yarns.
Yeah, Lotus Yarns Mimi Plus.
Mimi Plus.
Mimi
See,
Plus.
I had the plus. I just didn't know why.
And it was so affordable. And I still have like 2 skeins left. I could literally knit another one of these. And I'm debating.
Wow.
I might, because I love this sweater so much. It's very lightweight. That's why on an 80-something degree day, I can be wearing it today. Because it's very loose and I love it. I love it. So anyway, I'm thinking about knitting another one. But if you want to order their yarn, it's super affordable. I just got a shipment in the other day of more of their yarn, which I'll show in a little bit. But
and I will. That's why I was asking any details. I'll link at least the website.
Yeah, definitely.
I can't link an app for you.
Right. Yeah. And it's very good service. Like, I trust them. This is my 2nd or 3rd time ordering from them. It takes a little bit to get your yarn because it's coming from China, but I've been happy with what I've gotten, and I love this yarn.
Cool.
Love it.
Nice.
Super soft, super wonderful. So anyway, yeah, I swear by it. But so yeah, and the pattern was great. I love it because it was 1 page long. You did have to mark all your stitch markers with codes because
gotcha.
So that's interesting. So I just had different stitch markers. I said, okay, the spoon is the EM marker and the button is the FM marker, and you have to mark them because you're doing different things at different times.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
We love those projects that give you an excuse to use some of those many stitch markers
Oh my
that we all
gosh,
have.
Totally. In fact, my pattern I'm knitting right now, I'll show you guys in a little bit. I actually need bigger stitch markers.
Really?
For bigger size needles. I don't have a lot of those.
Oh, what are you knitting on?
A sweater, another sweater.
I meant what size?
Oh, what size? 10.5.
Wow, you did go big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel like that's my pattern now. My last sweater, well, no, let's see. I did sock weight yarn for my last sweater. This one is more light fingering, but I feel like my next one's bulky, or worsted weight.
Worsted.
It's worsted,
okay.
so.
Wow.
But I love this pattern. I love the fit of it. I think it's beautiful. Well-written pattern, easy to understand. And I think it would look good on so many different body types too, because very fun. So yeah, but I pretty much was monogamous, knit on just that, and then just finished the socks last night and today. So I literally knit on this the last 2 weeks only. So yeah.
Well, with very nice results.
Thanks. I love it. Yeah. So what's on your needles? What are you knitting on?
Well, that's kind of anticlimactic because I have my So Close.
Oh yeah.
It's still not close to being done.
Okay.
I am almost to the point where I'll be going into one of these colors again.
Okay.
But really nothing's changed here in any kind of shape. I crocheted a little bit on my crochet blanket.
Nice.
While I was stuck in traffic.
Nice.
Hour and 20 minutes to get home.
Oh my gosh.
The weekend of the Blues Festival.
Wow.
It was awful.
Oh my goodness.
Thankful, I don't usually take my crochet anywhere, my crochet blanket, but I'd taken it that day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was so glad because when you're stuck in traffic, it's a little harder to knit.
Totally.
And some people think you shouldn't do any of it.
Right.
Like my husband.
Yeah.
But it's the only way that I didn't go completely crazy and ram someone.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yes.
But I didn't bring that up because I haven't done enough.
Yeah.
I don't really have anything up here. I guess that's something I didn't bring with me. I have a lot on my needles.
Yeah, you do. I was trying to think because I know you talked about some other things.
I'll recap. I've got that one Stephen West vest.
Okay, you did start it. Yes, I know.
Mm-hmm. But I started it, but I'm not far enough to show off anything.
Okay.
And then I have the So Close.
Mm-hmm.
I have, remember the sushi cowl.
Yes, right.
I haven't worked on that in a while.
Okay.
I have, what I really want to do is, remember my Advent socks?
Yes.
I'd like to get that second sock done now that I'm able to do socks again.
Yeah.
I have a pair of socks. My sock plank socks. Not my sock plank, but a different sock plank. I haven't even cast on that one yet. Okay. I have so many socks I really feel like I should get caught up with.
Yeah.
But my daughter-in-law's birthday was in June.
Mm-hmm.
But she's having a party in August.
Oh, okay.
And she's doing a Harry Potter theme.
Fun.
She loves Harry Potter. Well, this is Jinx Yarn House Cup that I'd bought probably 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. And I want to knit her something, like probably a pair of socks with this.
Perfect.
So I might just kind of let the other socks just wait because...
Yeah. Why not?
Why not?
Can. I mean, who cares? Socks are one thing that you don't have to worry about. Oh my gosh, what if I forget what I was doing on them? It's like...
But I had an idea.
Oh,
see, I almost forgot about it. Okay. So as we were talking about commercials on podcasts and stuff, one of the commercials on this murder garage or true crime garage that I was listening to, the commercial was for the sock club, which I thought was really funny. It's not for knitting socks, but it's this club that you can gift someone where each month for 3 months or whatever they get a pair of really cool socks. And I thought, as knitters, that's something that we could give someone that, so then you're not doing the knitting up front, right? You know, you could, and that would be fun for someone that is into that. You know, you could say, here's make them a little gift card or something and say, I'm giving you this 3-month sock club. And if you felt like that was too much to do, you could say every other month you're going to get a pair of hand knit socks. Or
nice.
I just thought that's true. That would be, I don't know that I would give that to anyone, but...
Yeah, you'd have to make sure you know their size and the fit and all that kind of stuff.
Well, my sister-in-law.
Yeah.
She's someone that likes... Yeah. You know, that would be a fun...
Definitely.
Because I wouldn't want to have to get all those socks knit before I gave her...
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
You'd be committing yourself to it. Because then you'd be like a total loser if you didn't come through.
Yeah.
But... Yeah. You know, it's a risk you got to take.
That's right.
Sometimes.
That's true. That's true.
So, anyway.
Very cool idea.
What's on your needles?
What's on my needles? So so the sweater I started is called, I've actually started it twice now, the May sweater by Andrea Mowry, the cutie, adorable Andrea Mowry.
It's just called May?
May, M-A-E.
Oh, M-A-E.
Yep, it's an oversized tunic.
Oh, I like tunics.
Yeah, so you can just throw it over leggings or whatever. So I am using, Yarn Cafe Creations that I bought from Michelle. I love this pink.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm knitting it on.
Oh yeah, I'm knitting that.
Half a size smaller. This is the bottom. It's a bottom up tunic. I think I was supposed to cast this on a size 10.5, and I went down to a 10 because I did do the 10.5, and it was fine. I don't know. I might still go back to 10.5. I don't know what I'm doing. But I didn't understand some of the directions, so I'm gonna have Michelle interpret for me before I move on. But I still have to do 2.5 inches for the bottom before I move on to the other part. But anyway, super squishy yarn. I love Yarn Cafe Creations. It's like a pillow. So I'm excited to do this. I kind of hemmed and hawed over doing another boxy by Joji Locatelli.
I'm glad you're mixing it up.
But I just thought I already did that, and it was fun. I liked it. But I want to do something different, and I love Andrea Mowry's designs. So whatever she does, I love. So I thought it'd be fun.
I'll be interested to see how heavy that is when you get it done.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I like how it looks, and I like the idea of doing something for the weight of, or so it would get done faster.
Yeah, definitely.
But I'm just afraid, for me personally, it might be too heavy.
Totally. I mean, it's short sleeved, which is nice, because I feel like that's going to go fast. Because like with this, I didn't have big, long sleeves to do, which makes sleeves to me can slog.
I hate doing sleeves.
Yes, they can slog on forever. And so I feel like even with this one, it's just short sleeves.
But it's not going to be hot forever.
No, and that's the thing. I am obsessed with knitting sweaters right now. And to me, it's all about getting ready for fall. Yeah. I'm like, I have a stack of sweaters now that I can just start. Like this, I feel like I can wear now. No problem. Hi, Nina. So I feel like this is fine. I mean, I will finish it. And I mean, I'll finish it this month, probably July, maybe August. But I'm probably not going to wear this until October.
Yeah.
But I'll definitely put it on, at least try it. So anyway, that's fun. Knitting on that.
Nina is dying to come say hi to you.
I know.
Oh, Nina.
I don't know how you can get over here, Missy. And then my other project that I'm just knitting on.
But if you moved your bag, she could.
Well, I know, but I don't want her, like, on
you don't want her on your lap?
When I'm trying to get projects out. It's not very convenient.
Come here.
And so then I just started these socks.
Oh my
gosh. I actually am doing top down instead of bottom up, because I always do bottom up and then on my double points.
I love those colors.
Yeah,
is that Angelique's?
Yep, Black Sheep Yarn Shop. I know that this is Mammogram, but I can't remember what the orange is.
I love that orange.
Pumpkin something maybe.
I think every time I've seen that orange, I say I love it.
I love it. I know.
You have it in your blanket, don't you?
It's beautiful. Yes, my blanket. And I'm trying to remember if I put it in a shawl or something.
Oh, because I only fade. Is it in your fade?
Yes, it's in my fade. Yes, thank you. Because I was going to say I only have this much left. So I'm literally doing my cuffs in it, and then I will see how I am with my heel and toes. But I only have this much left of the Mammogram. So they're going to be short. They're going to be shorty socks.
To do 2 socks?
Yes.
Do you have another one that size?
Nope. So they're going to be shorty socks. Shorties. Yeah. Very short. So I might have to start the cuff pretty soon. It's okay. I mean, I don't look at it like, if I end up running out, it's not the end of the world. I have lots of other colors that'll match.
You could bleed. You know, you could fade into it.
Fade into something else. So I'm not too worried about it. These are just kind of getting me back into my double points and just fun socks. I don't really care. Yeah. But I just love Mammogram. It's one of my favorite colors because it has the orange, it has purple, grays. I don't know. I just think it's a beautiful colorway. So Black Sheep Yarn Shop, and yeah, I just had those as scraps left over, so I thought I'm just going to start those. And it's been fun. I've missed double points. I have not done double points in forever. So, and I'm doing what our friend Lori does, I think, I hope, I'm guessing. She does like a 2x2 rib for the cuff and then a 3x1. Is that what it is?
I think so.
So that's what I did. And I'm going to try it and see because I've never done it, but I always love her socks. Her socks always look so cute and they're really stretchy. And
I think that is the thing is they stay up better.
Yes.
And
so I'm curious to try that.
Yeah.
I want to try that and see how that works. And it's pretty. It's enough pattern to make it a little bit more interesting, but not too much to where it's not difficult, you know. So I think that's all. And then I did a little bit on my crochet blanket, but not enough to bring the whole thing. Great. So I still have the goal of finishing it by September, but I don't know if that's going to happen. We will see. So we will see. But yeah, that's all I have. Not much on the needles.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Yeah. I have a lot in my head for on my needles.
Oh, I know. Me too. I keep dreaming of all these different things I want to do, and I want to cast on everything. Yeah. I want to cast on this. I bought this pattern. This is kind of community service, but what's it called? The Meandering Shawl by Stephen West.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people are doing that right now.
Yes. I want to do that. That's all brioche.
Yeah.
So I'm tempted. I just have to find 2 colors.
Okay, so that's what that's the thing. I want to do that one shawl thingy that has the armholes. It's by Suzanne Summer.
Oh,
it's got a weird name, but there's several people knitting it right now.
Well, that's the other thing you have on your needles. Is your
my grandma's hug shrug?
Yes, grandma's hug shrug. That's what that is.
Oh, and you know what? I wonder if we had. We will in a sec. But brioche. To me, the hardest thing about brioche isn't knitting. It's picking the colors to go together.
I know, exactly.
So, now that I have all my stuff on Ravelry, those of you that have nothing else to do and are good with colors should go into my Ravelry and tell me what colors to put together.
That's true.
Right? Because, I mean, you have your own knitting needs and such. I get it, but help a sister out.
That's right. Well, and the thing with brioche is it's supposed to look good on both sides. Like, it's supposed to be reversible. So it's like you want it to look good no matter which way it is.
I know, but do you try to put 2 colors that are like contrasting or ones that go together? I mean, I don't get it.
I know. I don't either.
And it probably depends on your project.
And it depends on your opinions on colors. I mean, you know, he did a teal and a kind of a gold color and it looks awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the thing. I don't have a lot of tonals. I have mostly variegated, so I'm not, which is fine.
Can you do I mean, you can
you can do whatever you want.
I mean, because we did that in our exploration station.
Yep. So I'm not too concerned. I might just, look at that.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, it's awesome. He's got all kinds of colors. So I might just grab 2 random colors and just start.
See what happens.
I don't know. Oh, okay. He has it in DK weight version.
Oh.
But then also fingering weight, so you can choose what you want. But as far as I was trying to see how many colors he calls for. Yeah, it's just a 2-color cast on, so I think it is just 2 colors.
But that he shows where he's done it in lots.
I know, so that's what I'm trying to see. Yeah, because that's definitely different than his other one. So.
Well, that's what I figured is I would go see what other people have done.
Definitely.
And just try to get an idea, but I don't know. It's picking out.
Yeah. And I'm the type, too, that I don't know, like, brioche is not hard. But I do feel like it's just enough you have to be able to think.
You have to pay attention.
And so I don't know if I want a sweater and this on the needles at the same time.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to decide on that too. I'm like, and right now my brain is all on sweaters. So shawls are kind of second place to me right now. So I don't know if I need another shawl right now. So I don't know. My heart is more into sweaters right now. So I'm kind of deciding if I should just stick with that and just focus on sweaters.
Yeah.
I feel like I have enough shawls. I've been, we've finished a lot of shawls lately, so I feel like
there's always a lot of shawls.
We're good. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. But
so community service. No, there was one other thing. See, and this is important. I forgot to mention that So Happy Jane.
Mm-hmm.
This is what happens when I can't completely read. I can almost read what I have in front of me, but not quite.
Mm-hmm.
She gave us a coupon code.
Nice.
So for 15% off your order from now until the end of August, SEWKNOT, SEWKNOT.
Nice.
And again, that'll all be linked, but I wanted to mention it because, you got to know these things.
Yeah.
So yay, coupon code.
Very cool.
Okay.
Very cool.
Now we can do community service.
Nice. Well, I made some big purchases.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm going to start with this.
Okay.
Okay, so I told my husband, with not hoping that he would say I could buy them, but I was just saying, sometimes you have those things that you really, really want badly, but they're like kind of expensive, so you feel like you shouldn't get them. And he was like, oh, what is it? And I was like, well, I would love a set of the licky, whatever you want to call them, needles. I said, I just think they're beautiful. They're driftwood. Anyway, I just said I would love them. And he was like so sweet. He was like, honey, go ahead and buy them. If you really like them that much, just go buy them. And I was like, oh, you're so sweet.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks. And I quickly ordered them. So I got them. They are very beautiful. And I love knitting with them. But I've had some issues with them. So I got them, and the 24-inch cable did not work on my needles. And my stoppers did not work. Things you put on the end if you want to, extend or keep your stitches from falling off, did not work. And my husband's a machinist, and he could have fixed them, taken them to work. He knows how to do all that stuff. And he really tried, he said they don't work. So with Likey, I am the type of person that likes to be able to call someone and talk to them. That is not possible.
Oh my gosh.
She's just the opposite.
No, I know, but okay,
so you literally have to, send them an email, and send them back, send the parts back. So I did that. They sent me back new stoppers and a 24-inch cable. The cable works now. Stoppers still do not work at all. So I gave up on that because my knit picks, which cost way less, those stoppers work for all of my needles. So I'm like, I'm just going to do that. Well, then as I kept knitting and switching needles, trying different things, my extenders, the things that make you be able to add another cable on, like try this thing on to make it longer, don't work. So while I love the needles and knitting with them, I will say I feel like their quality, at least for me, now I'm sure there's 100 other people out there that would say, oh, the quality was perfect. For me, I feel like they need to be a little bit better with their quality assurance. I feel like they need to check some things a little bit better. And also, it would be nice to be able to call someone. I had to pay for my own shipping, which I know that's normal, but it's like if I was going to send...
It shouldn't be normal for a defective product.
No, and to me, I was going to have to send another... If I sent back the extenders, I was going to have to do that again and wait for them to hopefully send back stuff that actually works, which the stoppers, they sent me new ones and they still don't work. So I just feel like there's no one to really complain to, and it's frustrating to me. And I tried on Amazon to leave a review. I did not bash anybody. I didn't call any names, nothing. Amazon would not print or put out my review.
Which doesn't make sense to me either.
Doesn't make sense to me either, because to me, it's like, that's honest.
And I've read reviews on Amazon that aren't glowing.
Yeah, and they said that they wouldn't post it. And I was like, I didn't swear. I didn't bash. I just said it would be nice to talk to a human. It would be nice to be able to I don't know. Long story short, from now on, if I'm going to buy needles or make a big purchase like this, I'm going to go to a local yarn store, buy my needles there, because I feel like that way I can just hop in my car, go to them and say, hey, this doesn't work. I could try them out before I buy them, because I feel like for that kind of money, I feel like the quality should be, I shouldn't have to deal with that kind of crap.
But what have you concluded? But are you keeping these, or
yes,
just send
I
them
am
back?
keeping them.
Okay.
I was going to send them back. Michelle and I were talking, but I didn't want to deal with that. For one thing, if I got to pay for the shipping.
You won't have to pay for the shipping.
Yeah, I had to pay for the shipping.
No, but I know. But I can show you how to go through it on Amazon. But
to me, it's just a hassle. It's a hassle. So I just decided to keep them. I don't need the extenders. I can use the extenders from some of my other needle sets. The stoppers, I'm just going to use my knit pick stoppers. So to me, the needles themselves worked. So I felt like, okay, they work. They sent me the 24-inch cable. That works. My husband and I sat for probably a half an hour going through each needle, trying it out, which I just feel like you shouldn't have to.
No, I know.
You know what I mean? For that kind of money, I feel like I shouldn't have to sit there and go through every single cable with every single needle. And some of them we really had to use the key and rake on it to get it screwed in.
And then
that
you
being
hope you don't
said,
strip it.
well, exactly. But that being said, once it's screwed in, I felt secure that it's screwed in well. But I just feel like some of them you really have to crank on.
Yeah, that's scary.
So I'm disappointed in the quality, but yet they are gorgeous.
They are really
and they
pretty.
go from size 4, which I used the 4s on this whole sweater, so I loved them, all the way up to size 17. So I mean, you get a wide range of sizes, and they are beautiful, and it smells amazing because it's leather, you know. So it smells really good if you like the smell of leather. So I love them.
They look relatively sharp too.
They're pretty good. They're good.
Yeah.
They're fine. You know, and it was nice because this yarn was pretty slick, so it was nice having some wood. And I've always liked wood. I mean, I like metal too, but for certain projects, you kind of want a little bit more grip.
And I've never liked wood, so it would be interesting, you know, to try.
Yeah, I love them. So, and I also like how they have the size on the black part here, so it's not going to come off or wear off, I don't think. I mean, time will tell, but your yarn really isn't. I mean, it's going over that, you know what I mean? But it's pretty embedded on there, so I don't think it's going to come off. But they're beautiful.
It's a nice case.
And it is a nice case. I just wish, and they were very friendly. Like when they sent me the replacements, they said, we're sorry that you had to blah, blah, blah. So I'm not saying anything bad about that. I just feel like for the price, I feel like the quality should have been tested more, and that I shouldn't have to try all that stuff. Because even if I went to a knit shop, is a knit shop going to let me open them up and like test them all out? You know what I mean? And so to me, I'm just like, how do we as knitters get to make sure that our set is good quality and that it's going to work?
I mean, I don't think most knit shops would say no, because then you wouldn't buy it.
Right.
You know? I mean,
right. So I'm just disappointed in some of the finer details of, you know.
Especially when, like you say, you make a big purchase, it's something you're excited about, and then you get it and you have nothing but problems.
Yeah, and then it made me doubt. So that's why my husband and I sat there for so long trying all of them out, and you know. So that was just disappointing, but I love them, so it's not a bad review on the product. I just wish that their quality testing
has
was a little bit
room
better.
for improvement.
Yes, definitely, definitely.
And I would have sent them right back to Amazon.
I know you would have. But I just
I
hate
get
the
it.
hassle. I just don't like that kind of stuff.
I know, but I will deal with it for you.
I know.
I want you to have a perfect set
But the
of
thing
needles.
is, this is the thing though, I'm not guaranteed that what they send me is going to be perfect.
Oh,
because
I know, but you open it up, and if it's not, we send it back
because
again.
that's the thing. When they sent me those stoppers, they still don't work.
I know, but if it were to happen that many times, would you still really want them? I mean,
but that's the thing. I love the needles.
Okay, so,
I love the cables. Like,
so it's
they
not
work
worth it
well.
to you for what's wrong.
It's not worth it to me for the stoppers.
Okay.
To me, I'm like, how often do I use stoppers?
Yeah.
I can use my knit pick stoppers.
Yeah.
I just think it's kind of funny that I have knit picks, and I really haven't had any problems with knit picks, and theirs is cheaper.
Yeah.
And yet, I haven't had as many issues. So I just think that's interesting. But they're beautiful, and I'm glad I got them.
Good.
It's just that was kind of just a little hassle.
It is a hassle.
And I like to talk to a human being. I just like that. I like to be able to call up and have someone listen to me and for me to be heard.
I got to be her human.
She did. I called her. I was so mad. I was like, just listen to me rant. I'm just irritated. It was so irritating because I just felt like I can't talk to anyone. They won't talk to me. Like, no one listens to me. It's every woman's worst nightmare. We all want to be heard. So, I don't know. I get it though. I mean, it's like they don't want to listen to me complain, but I didn't like that. So, yeah. So that was a major purchase. Yeah.
Anytime you need to just call and complain about your stuff.
Well, this is
I'm your human.
I don't spend, like, to me too, I just feel like I don't get to spend tons of money on big expenses. My husband and I have kind of a tight budget. You know what I mean? So when he actually says, go ahead and do this, I'm just like, oh, you know, and so when I buy it, I expect it to be like everything I dreamed it to be.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And so when it disappoints, it just really disappoints and makes me irritated.
And when you're waiting to get something in the mail, you have that whole sense of anticipation for it coming. And
totally.
Yeah.
But I will say, I mean, after using them, I feel like I used them well because I used them on this whole project, and I also have them on my new sweater that I just started. So I'm continuing to use them, and I really like them. I think they're beautiful, and they knit well. So
awesome.
No complaint on usability of them. Just I don't know, just test them out before you can buy them if you can. And we have one shop or two shops in Portland that sell them.
Yeah, so, I don't think they're hard to find.
No, not all shops sell them though.
No,
so you do have to find a shop that's sells them
and that has them in stock.
Exactly. Yeah. So, how about you?
Okay. Well, I'm sorry, I have to put my glasses on for a sec. I will try not to look directly at you guys so you don't get the
glare.
The glare.
It's all right.
Okay. So this is something I bought from On the Round yarn, artisan yarn and fibers. It's our everyday fingering. It is called After the Storm. I fell in love with the color.
It's pretty.
I mean, it's just gorgeous.
It's really pretty.
And it is superwash merino. That's it. It's a fingering weight 2-ply fingering.
It's pretty thick fingering weight.
I know. Superwash merino wool. Okay. So feel that. Okay. It's beautiful.
A little rough.
It's not like soft yarn.
No.
And so then I had ordered this from Frankie Fibers. And this is I Scream, You Scream. It's a fingering sock. Now, granted, this is merino and nylon.
Okay.
So does nylon in something generally make it softer?
I mean,
how do you know when you're ordering? And this is one of the things about ordering online.
Yeah.
But I love indie dyers.
Yeah.
But you just don't know if you're going to be getting.
It also depends on how they dye too, because I have talked to Black Sheep Yarn Shop, Angelique. And it depends on like the temperature of the water when they're dyeing, how much it strips the yarn. Sometimes if you dye it too long or in too hot a water or something like that, that affects the yarn in a negative way. And I'm not saying that's what happened here. I have no idea. I don't know. It probably just depends on the kind of wool. It's merino, though. I don't know. I would have to compare this to other merino you have. I'm sure you have other merino. That's what I was just
looking for, was to see, like, of what I have here. Because I have plenty of yarn that doesn't have nylon in it.
Right.
And so, I mean, I have to say, I don't want to communicate that I'm giving this dyer a bad rap.
No.
The color is gorgeous.
It is, and it's not scratchy. Like, it's not like a... I mean, it's just not super duper soft.
Right, and this has happened with several of the skein, not several to the point where I'm like, oh man, I just can't get a good skein of yarn.
Right.
But several of them that I've gotten that I absolutely love the colors. The feel of it to me is the rougher. It's not the soft and smooth.
Yeah.
And as we all know, if you've watched us more than once, I like soft and smooth. And
you like cashmere too.
I do. And so to me, this is like, I don't know. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like the way it feels. I love the colorway.
Right.
I don't know if maybe I'm just going to have to bite the bullet, knit it up, and wash it and see if it gets softer.
Yeah.
But to me, when people say that, I'm thinking, yeah, but I have to knit it before it's washed.
Right.
And so I want to feel something.
Well, it depends on how you are. See, I like the rough and rustic wool to knit with. So it's like it depends on what you like to knit with, too. You know what I mean? You may not. So it's like it depends on the person,
And this colorway I thought was so gorgeous.
Beautiful. Oh yeah.
I wanted it for something
close
not
to
just
skin.
socks.
Okay.
But I think the only thing I could use this for maybe a hat, but the hat touches your head.
Yeah, it just depends. It just depends. And the thing is, too, if you knit that in a big shawl where that was just a portion of the shawl, you could mix it with other yarns that are softer. And like somebody said on Ravelry or somewhere I was reading, they were saying, that they add a little bit of conditioner to their yarn. Because if you think about it, it's wool, it's hair, and it helps soften and condition the yarn. So I think you could even try that and see if that softens it up a bit.
Maybe.
Add some more stuff to it, you know.
It is, because that's exactly, it feels like dry brittle hair.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
Like it needs conditioner.
Needs some conditioner.
Like if this was my hair, that's what I would do, is I would get a deep conditioner.
There you go.
So if you know on the round you've used their stuff, please understand I'm not being critical.
Totally.
This is all personal taste, and I'd like to understand so that I don't buy yarns that I'm disappointed in, because if she had this yarn color on a base that I would appreciate, that would be a much better fit. So it's my ignorance. It's not anything she's done. It's just some people.
Well, it's just learning about different kinds of yarn and different blends. And
that's just, I know that if it says MCN, I'm golden.
Right. Exactly.
If it has cashmere in it, I'm happy.
Yes. Exactly.
So
maybe that's what you need to stick with.
Just stick with cashmere.
Yeah.
So,
exactly.
But see, again, like then you get something like this, both fingering weight.
But this one has nylon.
It has the nylon.
And this is not as puffy as this.
It's not. I know. Look at the difference.
Yeah, there's a big difference.
I mean, I know there's different bases and stuff, but I just think that's so bizarre that when you're buying it.
Yes.
I'm like, how do you know?
I know.
So
I know it's tough to know.
It is. But if you guys know something about this, please tell us, because
we don't.
Obviously, we don't know. But anyway, this one, you know how on Etsy they say, here's some people that have favorites that are similar to yours. Well, I went to some ones that they had listed down there, and I saw that they had this shop, this Frankie Fibers, and I was looking, and I was like, oh, that's pretty.
It is pretty.
So there's someone I wouldn't have even known about if I hadn't stalked someone else on Etsy.
That's true. It's good.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Okay.
So I don't even know where I heard of Fine Fish Yarns. I don't know. Somebody from some podcast. That's
so pretty. And did we
mentioned
order
it.
Them?
We did.
Okay.
You ordered 2, I think. This is their sushi, and it's sole fingering. I told Michelle I want to get more singles because I don't have. I think I maybe have one skein of single yarn in my stash, and I just think it's pretty.
It's
and
really
I don't know. I just love it. So anyway, this color, it's single wash. SW. What's that? Superwash.
Superwash. Oh my gosh.
Like what?
Both of our minds.
I was thinking Southwest. I'm like, it's not Southwest. Merino singles. Nice. So anyway, I just think it's beautiful.
It's very pretty.
And when I saw it on her, she had so many.
She does.
Even you did, because when I told Michelle about it, she went and looked, and she was like, oh my gosh, there's so many that I love.
And where it comes from somewhere. So, and that's why we went in on it together.
She is in, she's somewhere far away.
Yeah, like Ireland or
somewhere. Yeah.
Australia or something.
Not Australia.
Okay.
I want to say Ireland or something like that. But it is just gorgeous.
Yeah, so we both ordered a skein or whatever, and
it's beautiful.
So we could split the shipping costs.
Yeah, so it's coming sometime. So yeah, sushi color, Fine Fish Yarns. But I just think it's beautiful. But I don't know how I found them. Somebody out there, one of you guys' podcast talked about them.
Sometimes we don't know where those lovely things come from.
Well, I need to start taking notes, because then I can say,
no
so-and-so mentioned this.
Well, if you used your Ravelry. Oh, wait.
That wouldn't help. It's just I watch so many podcasts that if somebody mentions something and I see it, I immediately go onto Etsy and look at it, but I should write down who said it, who mentioned it.
I cannot have a podcast on without having something to write
know.
With.
Yes. I'm always writing down pattern names, and it's awesome.
But I think that yarn, was that or was this Heather? I don't know if oh no, I think that was with that. Shoot. One of these gals, and I think it was the Frankie one, she sent a nice card with the yarn saying thank you for the business, and I just thought, wow, that's really nice.
Yeah,
I mean,
very personable.
Most of the indie dyers do send nice little notes and stuff, but a card.
I know.
It was the Frankie Fibers.
That's really sweet.
Yeah, really
very
sweet.
Cool. Personal touch.
So in my stash rating, Erica Shmerika was one of them that I hit up.
Oh, neat.
And she was not, I don't think, able to sell me, or did she? Or was it her? Now I'm totally confused. But this is one skein that I got at a Cat's Kettle that
cool. Okay.
Ghost with the most.
Fun.
The ghost with the most.
Yep.
Anyway, it's
fun.
It was just really pretty. I like it.
It's got lots of colors.
And I bought it unseen. She was like, I have this skein of
Cat's
whatever.
Kettle.
I was like, I'll take it.
Well, I've
not been disappointed.
No, that's the thing. Most of what Cat's Kettle had ever done in the past, we loved everything. So, yeah.
And I like how that feels.
Yep, she's a great dyer.
Yeah, she was.
So So what's this made out of then?
Same,
So
with the nylon.
Superwash merino wool. Yeah, and nylon.
Oh, is it the superwash that makes it different? Was this superwash?
Superwash merino wool.
So that's not it.
Yeah. So it's either the nylon or it's just the way it's processed.
I don't think so, because I have lots of yarn that doesn't have the nylon, and it's really soft.
Exactly. Yeah. So I don't think it's that.
All right.
Interesting.
So
very pretty. Another skein I ordered was from Whip Yarns, which I just love. I love anything sparkly. This is her You Mean the World.
Oh my gosh, that has been in my
cart.
Well, it's been in my cart in and out, but I have had that one favorited.
Oh my gosh.
I love that one.
So
every time
pretty.
I see it, I go to heart it, and it's already hearted.
Well, it's funny because I usually try to keep whatever I get in the mail before we podcast. I keep it on my kitchen part of my kitchen counter, just so I have all my stuff together, my community service stuff together. So when I do my notes and stuff, I know where it's all at. And my 18-year-old daughter, she saw it and she was like, wow, that's really pretty, Mom.
Really
I like
pretty.
that one, you know. And it was like, yeah, I know, it's beautiful. But it's got oranges, you know, which is awesome, and the blues. And
this is
sparkly.
one that I have to say is even better in person.
Yeah, it's so pretty. And she's another one that has so many colorways that I just think are beautiful. So I knew Michelle had, I don't know how many skeins of hers you had.
I only have one, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I remembered the label.
Maybe
I
two.
was like, I know Michelle's bought from them before, but super fast service and really, really pretty. In fact, I think it was Whip Yarns that I got a notification, then I got another I felt like, wow, I know for certain it is on its way. It is coming.
I know where it is right now.
Number, everything was very well done to where I was like, oh my gosh, it should be here by tomorrow. Or I don't know. It's just, I like when that happens.
I love those colors.
Because then I'm not standing by the mailbox every day waiting, and hoping and then being disappointed if it's not there. So that was fun. That was pretty. I love that one.
Another dyer that is like that has tons of them that I love.
Yes.
Is Barnyard Knits.
Yes, I want to buy from them so badly. They're like my next.
I have so many of theirs now. I can't get enough.
No, they're beautiful.
I mean, and I could get enough if I'd stop looking, but every time I look, or it's Instagram.
And they're very unique looking. Do you think? When I looked at theirs, I was like, those look different than what I think I've seen.
Well, look at this one called Autumn.
It's gorgeous.
Isn't that so pretty?
It's gorgeous. Gold stellina. Oh, that's a perfect autumn.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And then this was one that I was kind of on the fence. It was between this and a couple others. But I went for this one, and I'm so glad I did. It's called Spring Fling.
Very pretty.
And it's got pinks and greens and cream and
all kinds of goodness.
I mean, it's just gorgeous.
It's beautiful.
Gorgeous. I feel like it's not looking too good in our light.
I know. Never does.
It's the trade-off for having decent light for us.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, just trust us when
I
we
love
say.
their stuff.
I do. I absolutely love their yarn.
Yes. So, someone, and I didn't ask permission to use her name, so I won't use her name, but was destashing a Mrs. Brown's bag, brand new, still in the package, everything. So I was like, I had to jump on that because I've never had one of Mrs. Brown's bags. So I went on and purchased it, and it came in the mail the other day. So I just, I love pinks too. Not as much as orange, but I do love pinks. So I was able to get one of Mrs. Brown's bags. I don't even have a project in it yet. I have to get one in there soon. But
you will, I'm sure.
So I feel a little bit more connected with Mrs. Brown, with Jody.
We have a piece of her here now with us.
Yes.
Well, with you.
With me, yes. Yeah. So that was awesome. It's
cool.
Very pretty. So I can't wait to get a project in. I like how deep it is, too. Because I feel like I can definitely put it depends on the weight of the sweater in it, obviously. If it's a fingering weight, I could probably fit a whole sweater in there crinkled up, but I don't think I'll be able to fit my worsted one in there. But I don't know. I just feel like it's bigger than a sock bag. This is her medium-sized bag, I think it is. So it definitely can fit several skeins in there.
Oh yeah, easy.
So, and I'm just lazy. I never go to her site to try to buy a bag. So when I saw this pop up, I was like, how easy is that?
Because the truth is, we don't need any more bags.
I don't need any more bags. But I'd never had a Mrs. Brown's
No,
bags.
and I don't mean that. I just meant you're not going to actively go looking for a bag.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
And so when I saw this pop up, I was like, how easy is that?
Yeah.
Because then I don't have to go searching, and I think it's really pretty.
Really
so
resisted
awesome.
Several bags in the last week or so.
Well, we have bought that one bag that we bought,
the fringe
supply
that kind of has to
kind of
hold
expensive.
us over for a while.
Yes. But anyway, that was fun. That was fun to get in the mail.
I ordered this right after our last podcast by Franco Phil Knits.
Oh, yeah.
And what I love about it is it's cruelty-free. Whoever... Now, we've talked about this before. I don't know how much cruelty is involved in the big industry of the yarn.
Yeah.
But this base was one that she marketed as being a cruelty-free, and so I definitely wanted to try it. And I love this colorway. It's called Calm.
It's really pretty.
And it is just gorgeous.
Yeah.
It is so soft.
Yeah, it is super soft.
I love how that feels.
Yes. That's really pretty. I love the specs like that. That's really cool.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. I mean, like, you see speckles like this, which you guys can't see what we're talking about.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
I just feel like it's definitely more of a speckle, like, I don't know how to describe it. More blotchy, whereas that's more...
uniform?
Yeah.
So this is more random, maybe?
Yeah, but it's cool. It's very cool. It's very pretty.
Well, I'm anxious to do something with it.
Yes, very fun.
Uh-oh. Sorry, you guys. Your ears probably just...
bumping the mic.
Sorry. Darn it. I try to have it close enough to us so you can actually hear us, especially Leslie. Because I try to talk loud.
Do you?
When we're doing this.
I feel like I talk loud.
No, I try to talk loud when we're doing this. You know, don't you feel like I talk louder to you when we're doing this than when we're just talking?
No.
Really?
I don't.
Okay, whatever.
I might be partially deaf, though, so I don't know. I feel like you're just talking normal, but I don't know.
Well, I'm not doing this! I apologize.
Thank goodness.
No, but I know sometimes you're hard to hear.
Okay. Am I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not all. You've gotten a lot better.
Have I?
But anyway, so I try to keep the mic.
Nice. Thank you.
But then I end up knocking into it all the time. And that's not good on the ears.
I know.
I'm sorry.
I know.
All right, so what else we got?
Okay, so yesterday I was at the beach with my sister. We kind of just did a last-minute trip to Cannon Beach. So, of course, I had to go to the yarn store.
You did have to go to the yarn store.
And they had these on sale. And so I had to pick them up for a sweater. I don't have a sweater idea yet. But this is Queensland Rustic Tweed.
Totally looks like something you would like.
Yes, so I bought 4. It's pretty soft, though. You know?
You know what? It's similar to that.
See?
Don't you think?
I like that. Mm-hmm.
I think this is a little bit softer.
Yeah, maybe.
But it's, excuse me, it's very similar.
Yeah. So, I don't know what I'm going to knit with it yet. I got 4 skeins of it, which I'm hoping is enough, but the lady said if I need more, they have more. But it was on sale. It was in their clearance bin. So, I was like, that's awesome. So, it's 65 wool, 25 alpaca, 7% acrylic, and 3% viscose.
Well, that's why it's got the alpaca in it.
Yeah, which makes it nice. 318 yards. So, you know, I have like 1,200 and so yards. So, it should be fine.
Cool.
And I think it's worsted.
Yeah, I was going to ask that.
Looks worsted, I think.
Really? Well, I mean, I don't know. No, I think it looks more like a DK, maybe.
I can't remember. I did look it up on Ravelry, and I can't remember what they said. But anyway. So I'm anxious to do some kind of a sweater. This might be next. We'll see. But, so I did that. Yeah.
Oh, I see something else in that
I've got other stuff. Yeah, I've got other stuff.
Wow, good for you.
Yeah.
Well, I have a confession about something.
Uh-oh. Okay.
And it happens to be in this bag.
Okay.
Okay, you know how you've told me that you always wash your socks in the washer?
Yes.
You do. I mean, you throw them in the wash and you wash them there. So that's what I had in my mind when I washed something.
Okay. Yes. Oh, what happened?
Remember the slippers
you
gave me?
My gosh. They're so tiny. Wow.
I didn't even dry them.
You might be able to stretch them, though. Can you or no? Oh, boy.
Uh-oh. No, they're like...
Oh, boy. They are felted.
What happened?
Wow.
So was this not washable?
I guess not. That's funny. I'll have to check back with what that yarn is.
I never wash hand knits in the wash. But I thought Leslie does, and Leslie made me these.
Oh my gosh.
So off they go, and they come out like this. And
they should go to a kid, though. You should totally give them to somebody, because these things will hold up like nothing else.
I just don't know if anyone could get their little foot in there.
Well, a little kid could.
Yeah, but then they'd be kind of
long. They're so cute.
We'll take them to Everett. See if you can get his feet in there.
So cute.
They're adorable, but I felt so bad.
That is hilarious.
Leslie made me these and I ruined them.
That is funny. And it's funny because when I felt them, I never even would have thought twice because they didn't feel woolly. They felt very silky. In fact, they have silk in them, I think. That's really funny.
Right. And I don't have like some powerhouse washer. It's like it's not even it's not even a normal size. We have like a smaller size washer.
That is funny. That's hilarious. I will have to go back and try to find the ball. I wonder if I have the ball band. That is hilarious. Because when I knit these, I didn't even look because I was like, these are silky. Like, these are, you know, I didn't even think that they would felt.
Well, I am never doing it
wow.
again. I don't care what it says.
I feel bad.
I feel bad.
I would have knit them out of something that wouldn't felt.
I would have washed them by hand like I always do. But I thought,
no
you know, because I would wear them a lot because around the house they were perfect.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm sorry I ruined
so
the gift that you
cute.
made. But they are. They're adorable.
They're so cute.
I'll put them on George.
Yeah, or send them to the little dictator.
I could try that. But I don't think I don't know that, because if you could get your foot in there, your foot's going to be a lot smaller than that.
You could cut it. Might be able to cut it.
Let's further butcher these.
Well, I mean, they're already, I think you probably could cut
really
a little bigger opening.
Wow.
I cannot believe that. That is hilarious because I didn't even think twice about knitting them for you because I was like,
well, would you have put them in the wash or would you have known
Oh yeah, I would have put them in the wash because I wouldn't have even checked because they did not feel like a wool. They are so silky that they're shiny. I mean, it's like shiny yarn.
Yeah.
So that is hilarious. I wouldn't have even thought twice.
Okay.
I
Well,
would have put. I would have put them in the wash too.
But it was
my goodness,
funny because I just
so
don't
funny.
ever do that. I just don't ever put things.
Well,
I
guess it's good to check. I guess it's good to check. I didn't even think about that. That's funny.
So I got the latest installment of the row 1.
Oh right. Mm-hmm.
She calls it something. I have it here. The Carnival of Color or something.
Oh,
what does she call that? I did write it.
Oh yeah, right here.
Do you see it?
Yep.
Thank you.
Through the Carnival of Color Yarn Club.
Yes. Okay, so it was Black Trillium this
nice.
time, which is great because we love her yarn.
Oh, pretty.
Oh my gosh, they're great. I'll just pop a picture in. But this was this is only my third exposure.
Yes.
This is my favorite because of all the different ones that came with it. But I gotta tell you guys, you know, we have done the mini swapless swaps, and those are fun. But if you like getting minis and you like to try different yarns, I really do like this club.
That's a great idea.
It's probably my favorite club that I've ever belonged to, just because, you know, say you get one in here that you don't like, but you still have all these other ones. If you have a use for little pieces of yarn. I love socks and stuff. I like scrappy things. And so
those are fun.
And I don't know that I don't know how long she'll do it, and I don't know how long I'll stay a part of it. But I have no intentions right now of not doing it because I would love to see what other yarns I get to try.
Totally.
So that's row 1.
Very fun.
Yeah.
Very
totally fun.
Very cool. Well, I bought more yarn from China, as I have to do, and. So the only thing with ordering from China is you really do not know what you're getting. I mean, they don't, but
at least it's soft,
a lot of it's lost in translation, so you don't really know what you're getting. So I ordered 2 amounts of this. I don't know what you want to say.
I love that the label's in Chinese.
Yes, you don't understand what it says. So I got 4 skeins of this. I have no idea the yardage because you don't know.
It is super soft though.
So I think it has, let's see. I know, that's the thing. You don't really know what you have. I think it's 100% Mongolian soft cashmere.
Oh.
But I don't know if that's true.
So little Asian goats?
Maybe. I have no idea. But it is super soft. I think it's around the same weight as this.
It looks like a lacy.
That's what I was hoping.
A heavy lace.
A heavy lace, yeah, which is what this was. So I'm debating whether I might knit another one of these because I just love this sweater. But in pink.
I love that pink too.
So we will see. But it is funny because when you order from them, you're like, I don't know. But it's so cheap that I think I paid like $10 for 4 of these skeins. And the wonderful thing, I don't know if you want to call it wonderful, is you get all these little extra things that they send you.
Oh, I can't wait to see.
So, I got 2 of these needles.
Wow.
Don't know what brand they are. They're stainless steel, hollow annular needles. And then words I can't understand what they say.
Yeah.
So we'll see. This is one of them. I took it out of the package so you could feel it.
Nice.
So I don't know.
Ooh.
We'll try them.
I kind of like that cable.
Yeah, it's not they're not bad cables.
So they almost look like they'd be ergonomically.
Maybe
that's better.
Or annoying.
It could go either way.
We will see.
I kind of like it.
Yeah, and they're not too pointy, but I mean, they're kind of blunt.
Are they?
I don't think they're too sharp. I mean,
well, you're not going to draw blood.
You're not going to draw blood with them. But anyway, I got 2 packs of these.
Wow.
And then they also sent me 2 packages of these goodies. I don't know what they are per se.
Looks like a crochet hook.
So I got a crochet hook, double-ended crochet hook.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's like a little baggie of notions.
Pouch.
Did they come in the Ziploc?
Yes, they did. And then I got some cable needles, plastic cable needles, 3 different ones. A measuring tape
measure.
Yep. And then the little locking,
This could be like a starter kit for a child.
Markers. It could be.
Yeah.
That's right. So I got 2 of those, plus, that's not all.
Huh.
Plus I got 4 spools of thread.
Wow.
Don't know what I'm going to use it for because I don't sew. So a darker pink and a lighter pink. So that came also.
Cute.
So you just get all kinds of goodies,
wow.
when you order from China.
Wow.
So that was fun.
So no fortune cookie or anything.
No fortune cookie.
I guess that's just too cliche.
No.
That's just something we do here in America.
Exactly. So it's fun ordering because you don't know what you're going to get, but you're not worried because you didn't spend much money. And it's a kind of a surprise. When my husband texted me yesterday, he was like, "You got your order from China," and I was at the beach. So when I got home, it was like, "Oh, okay, that's what it is. Cool." So I mean, it's beautiful. I mean, I'll use it for something. I could double it up even, to make more of a heavier fingering weight if I wanted to.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, if you guys ever want to order from them, I mean, it's super cheap. Knit Style, Sharon, she's the one that first got me onto them. She has a podcast. Of course, you guys know her. But she talked about them, and she's knit sweaters out of their yarn, and she loves them too. You kind of have to hunt and peck through all of their yarns to find stuff that looks decent. But I will say, and other people said this in the comments, which was hard to interpret because people are from all over the world, on the remarks. But most people, which it's true, said that the pictures on their site are very true to what you get. And I would say that is so true. Everything that I've gotten, I'm like, yeah, that's exactly. The pink is the right pink that I thought it was going to be. This blue, when I saw it, I was like, yeah, that's exactly what I ordered.
And I have to say, I love that blue.
I do too. I think it's so pretty.
Yeah.
So I think that's really good because a lot of times you'll see stuff and you order it and then you get it and you're like, this doesn't look anything like what I ordered.
No, that's happened a lot.
Yeah, and so I've been very happy with, everything looks exactly how it is online. So, except for the goodies, I didn't know I was going to get all the extra goodies. So that was a bonus. It was a surprise. Bonus. Yes. So anyway, so that was fun.
Cool.
I don't know where my soap is.
Oh, right. You did have it.
My soap.
Well, you'll find it.
You show whatever.
Well, I just was going to say and I'll put it in the notes. But this shirt came from Bossy Hen Embroidery.
Okay.
And so she's on Etsy, and so if you have to get your Stay Sexy, Don't Get Murdered shirt, of course, they have their own website with some stuff, but they don't have any that say that. I don't think they have other ones. And
okay.
I liked this one, and it was not expensive, so.
Very fun.
It wasn't China cheap, but it wasn't expensive.
Awesome.
Well, that's all that I have for community service. I do have something for you.
Uh-oh. What did you do?
It's our podiversary.
Oh my gosh, but I didn't get you anything. So I feel like a big loser.
To be honest, I wasn't, this really wasn't for that, but it is our 2-year anniversary, almost. But remember I told you had to do something really remarkable?
Yeah.
Remember? Because I bought this for her, and I was like, I'm not going to be able to save it for her birthday or anything. That's just not how I am.
Right.
And so I told her that she needed to do something really remarkable so that I could give it to her.
Totally. So what do I have to do?
No, we're just going to go with the fact that you are remarkable.
Oh, thank you.
That you are just a remarkable person.
Wow. Thank you.
Do you want some scissors?
Maybe.
Just cut the stuff.
Maybe. It's a cute little mini.
Yeah, it is. But
trying not to.
I don't know. Like, I'm sure I have scissors here somewhere.
I'm just going to say, because I can't find the soap, and I know I brought it, and I will find it as soon as I'm done. I bought some soap from Bend Soap Company.
Yeah, I need to look that up.
Yeah, I saw their soap on Facebook. They just had an ad, and it talked about if you have eczema, this soap. It's goat's milk soap. And so I bought some because my daughter suffers from it. They don't know if it's eczema or psoriasis. The dermatologist doesn't know. So I ordered some, and she was super sweet. And in fact, she said she'd heard about our podcast, which blows me away because I don't know how she heard about us. She didn't say she knitted. I don't know. But anyway, so I will share it next week because we haven't even tried it yet. But it smells amazing, and I'm curious for my daughter to try it because she's got really bad eczema. So I will let you guys know how that works on her if any of you suffer from that. So I will show it next time. Oh, so pretty. Knox yarn. I haven't heard of that.
Oh, yeah, but read what it is.
Okay. Peach milk tea, Flora sock. Oh, kid mohair.
It has mohair
Superwash
in it.
merino nylon. I love it.
Because you wanted the mohair.
I do. I love mohair.
So when I saw mohair, I was like,
so
oh my
pretty.
gosh.
See, it has a slight little halo.
I guess.
So I love it. It's super soft.
It is.
Super soft.
It's soft. It's not.
It is.
I don't think it's super soft.
No, not super soft, but it's soft. It's
Okay.
very nice. Thank you. So
You're welcome.
pretty. So pretty. Beautiful pinks and peaches and oranges. So pretty. So where'd you hear of Knox Yarns? Are they on
They're on
Etsy?
Etsy.
Okay. I haven't heard of them. Very cool.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
How do we hear of anything? It's just in our brain somehow.
Is. That's awesome. Thank you.
Well, you're welcome.
Very pretty. Very pretty. That's
and now
cool.
we're gonna rush
Very
through
fun.
our winners.
Okay.
Do you have any other stuff?
I don't. I just had the soap, and
Yeah.
I'll show it next time. So
Yeah, I mean, I am witness. I saw the bars.
yeah,
so
they're somewhere.
Nina probably buried them under the
Maybe.
blanket or something.
Maybe, or she's laying on them. One of the two, maybe.
So we have two of these that we're giving away as a prize for the Hohi knit along.
Yep.
The starting point.
Yep.
And these are thanks to Darlene. Darlene
Yes.
donated these to us.
Thank you, Darlene.
So our winners are
Gail.
We don't know.
Schleffly.
She is a moderator on. She's the one that moderates on our site.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because she's not part of the podcast. I don't feel anything weird about letting her win. Because
totally. That's
who came
awesome.
up. And,
that's awesome. I just feel bad. I don't know how to say her last name.
Oh, I don't know how to say her last
Schleffly?
name. I don't know. It's Gail.
Gail.
Yeah.
Gail.
You win, Gail. Yay.
Yay. That's awesome.
And Claudia.
Davidson. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
ABCJ Davidson. So
Awesome.
both of you guys contact me, give me your address, and we'll get this out to you.
Super cute bags.
Yes, that was nice of Darlene, as
so
always.
Sweet. She's so sweet.
And we saw some awesome roller derby names.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we could have lots of teams.
Oh my gosh,
And I think we should. In that part of our brain that's not called reality.
That's right.
We're all roller derby queens.
Right. That would be
Some
awesome.
that actually do roller derby. That was, I have to say, I'm pretty impressed.
They rock.
Yeah. So our runner-up winner is. I'll shut up.
Which, this one?
Oh, this one. This one here is our runner-up
Tracy, 44.
Yep. You get the pattern.
Yes, she was number 105.
And if you either don't want the that pattern, the Rose City Rollers pattern, maybe you already have it or you just don't want it, this is not a donated from the designer pattern, so we'll gift you whatever pattern you want.
Okay.
So just let me know your choice. And then our grand prize winner
is Fancy. We don't know your last name from Texas.
Yeah, sorry. I have
Hopefully
it down.
there's just one Fancy.
Yeah, no, because that's happened to us before.
I know,
remember?
yes.
I will ear burn the correct
right
fancy. It's just I didn't write it down here, but it's on that information's on my laptop, which is downstairs.
Downstairs.
I'm not gonna go get that now.
No.
Okay, so you win the pattern and the yarns and the Desert Vista bag. So. Fancy in Texas, send us me your address, and we'll get that off to you.
Very cool.
Yes, indeedy.
Fun.
So, yeah, that's gonna. I mean, I don't mean to like suddenly wrap it up. I just totally shut everything down. I'm like, okay, we're done.
See you later. See you in 2 weeks.
Just kind of glanced at the time.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, we'll open the thing for the So Happy Jane yarn and the pattern.
Pattern from Christy from Yarn Cafe Creations. Yes.
And I think she said she'd donate a skein of yarn as a prize, didn't she? So if you do that knit along, you'll be eligible to win a prize of yarn from her.
Yep, and I don't know how long the knit along will last. I know it starts August 1st, but I don't think we've discussed an ending date.
Well, because she's doing it on her podcast too, right?
She is. So there'll be 2 threads.
Yeah.
One on their podcast and one on ours. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that the best? We'll discuss that too, because I don't want to divide people.
Right.
So,
I think they could probably enter both, maybe.
No, I don't mean, it wouldn't be a separate giveaway. I'm just saying that if people are going to chat about it, wouldn't it be nice if they were all chatting in the same place?
True.
So we'll let them probably do the thread.
Okay.
And we'll just be talking about it on here and participating.
Yes. And they may have already opened a thread, because I haven't finished watching their podcast, but I started it yesterday, and I think they were going to open a thread for it. So why would they open a thread yet? It's not August 1st.
Right.
So maybe they haven't. I don't know.
So these are details that we will know more about the next time we podcast.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But,
just watch for it. It'll be there eventually.
We never know fully what we're talking about. So
we try to act like it, but we're not good at faking it.
Nah. No.
Yeah.
Okay. So
do you have anything interesting happen in your week? Did you have a good week?
Not really.
Not really? Okay.
No, actually it was pretty bad, remember?
Yeah, I know. I didn't know.
I mean, if I'm going to be honest, no, it was actually a pretty shitty week.
Thanks for being honest.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have asked.
How was your week?
It was great.
Was it good?
It was.
Good.
My one daughter was gone, which when my 14-year-old's gone, that's when my husband and I get to play, because she's never gone. So when she went away with her friend,
and Leslie and Bob played. Okay,
we did.
End of story. We're stopping there.
No, we just went to a winery. We went to...
Okay, so they played and got drunk.
Yeah, not
played
really.
Some more.
No, we just drank some wine. Went on a wine tasting, and then we went to Lost Lake, which is one of our favorite campgrounds, and we just kayaked and stuff and had a blast.
That'd be fun.
So it was fun. Then my sister and I went to the beach yesterday with my daughter Emmeline for just the day, and played with Everett at the beach. And that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And it was relaxing. And so just day stuff like that. Cleaned out his shed, his shop, which was not fun, but it was nice. I finally went through all of my daughter's Daisy Kingdom dresses and stuff that they wore when they were little, and got rid of some, went through their stuffed animals, saved the ones I couldn't part with, and it was just good to kind of purge. I hope I don't regret it eventually. I hope the girls don't have kids and be like, Mom, where's all of our dresses we wore? And I'll be like, they're gone.
Yep.
But it felt good. He feels much more organized. Everything's like in its place, and he likes that kind of thing.
You've got to do that, because if you're going to live in a tiny house on our property.
He's not gung-ho about living in the tiny house. I am. He's not.
I think if we get enough property, it could be a medium house.
Well, that's the thing. I feel like he would have to have like a separate shop somewhere where he could have like his own spot.
He could have his own shop.
Yeah, I think he'd need that. Whereas with me, I'm like, I don't know. I say I could do it. I don't know if I could. I mean, I don't know. I've never done it.
We could get you a bigger, small, tiny house.
There you go. Well, he was saying even a fifth wheel. He was like, maybe we'd get a fifth wheel, because that would be bigger than a tiny house.
Okay, and we could totally have hookups.
So I don't know. Yeah, who knows? We have all these dreams.
I'm like totally on board with this.
We'll see how they pan out. But so it was a good week. It was just, I don't get time off from watching Everett often. Right. This is my first time ever, and so I missed him like crazy. Aww. Oh, I missed him. But he FaceTimed a few times, so it was fun, because they all went to Bend, and so it was fun to see them. But it was good. I mean, I tried to like embrace it and be like, this is good. Enjoy your time by yourself with your husband, because Bob took several days off. And then my daughter had a bunch of friends over for 4th of July, and we roasted marshmallows, and then we went up on the roof of our house, and we watched fireworks, which is awesome, because you can see fireworks all over the place. And this year it was like, in particular, like amazing. And in years past it wasn't so amazing. For some reason this year the fireworks were phenomenal. And so we stayed up there for like over an hour, hour and a half, just watching fireworks. And so it was a fun 4th. It was just nice to stay home and not go anywhere and just have people come to us.
Oh, totally, yeah.
So I prefer that instead of fighting crowds.
Oh, me too, yeah.
So what'd you do for the 4th? Did you do anything?
I always hunker down in my house.
Yeah.
I don't like explosives. I don't like drunk people.
Right.
And I don't like the two combined.
Yes.
So the 4th of July is one of my least favorites.
Yes.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. It's not fun to go out in it.
It's
so
not
it's
fun,
nice when you can just stay home.
Yep.
Plus, I don't know about your dogs, but Sophie, my Boston, she doesn't love the fireworks, so it was nice just to be home for her, too.
Yeah, totally. Our old house, we were in, like, it was like Civil War zone. It sounded like we were in the middle of combat.
Yeah.
It was so bad. Where we are here, it's not as bad.
Okay.
It's not as loud. You hear some of it, but not like at our old house.
Oh, that's good.
Our old house, truly, I didn't want to leave because I needed to be there in case I needed to call the fire department.
You'd hose down your house.
Yeah. Because you'd see just stuff and you'd hear the idiots. And
well, my sister was even saying she was in Bend. And isn't it illegal in Bend also to set off illegal fireworks?
It's illegal everywhere if they're illegal, but it's all...
Well, certain states allow
right
fireworks that go up,
Yeah. No, but Oregon doesn't.
Okay. Yeah. Well, where she was in Bend, she said people were setting off illegal fireworks all over the place. Yeah. She said even right next to her. And she said like the shrapnel would come down on them.
That's
and
what
she
scares
said,
me.
yeah. So she was like... It was horrible, so
Yeah.
they had to like vacate and go somewhere else.
Yeah.
She just said it was crazy.
It is crazy,
So-
but there's no, you can't enforce something like that.
No,
I mean, there's just no resources.
and I hate to say
for
it, but some of the illegals we saw from our house, I was like, thank you. I hope you don't get caught. That we appreciated all these beautiful fireworks far away from our house.
Yeah.
But
and if people do them far away from homes and not in
neighborhoods
where there's dried out stuff that could catch fire, it's fine. But
and we've had a pretty hot summer so far. So things are probably pretty dry.
But I didn't hear of any fires here, so
Nope. So that's good.
Well, I'm glad you had a good 4th, and we hope that all of you had a good weekend and week and everything else. And if you want to say I had a crappy week too, you just tell us.
That's right. That's okay. We all have weeks like that.
We do. Sorry.
It's looking up though.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right.
It's all good.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, I'm in my happy place right now.
Our husbands are actually off shooting guns right now.
We think. We don't know. I turned off my notifications. I don't know what's going on.
They're out together, so I don't know. Maybe they're talking about properties and
whatever.
Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
We shall see.
So anyway, thanks for watching.
Mm-hmm.
Stay sexy and don't get murdered.
That's right.
So I had to say it. I can't really steal their tagline. But I would love to just say that. I just wanted to say that. Or stay
sexy and keep knitting.
That's just not the same.
Okay.
Yeah, no. I mean, if we're going to have a tagline, it's not going to involve the word sexy.
Okay.
That's my feeling.
Okay.
Are you like, you're not like married to the idea of sexy?
No.
No. So.
And being sexy is all relative too.
Yeah.
We're all sexy in our own ways.
Right.
So.
Or not. Whatever.
Whatever you want to be. I don't know.
It's just really about don't get murdered.
That's true.
No,
yes, that's the key.
We'll work on that.
Okay.
Get back to you.
Yeah.
Or not.
Anyway,
we'll
forget by next podcast.
By tomorrow.
That's right. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Thanks for coming over and hanging out with us.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Have a good 2 weeks.
Yes, indeed. Okay.
Happy knitting.
Bye.
Bye.